I've got my I have my video edited to what I want. Here's leading lines. You can see the fence post pointing right at me. I'm also on the rule of thirds, and I see something on the beach. I've got a little, close up here of walking towards whatever I saw. Then I show rule of thirds. That bottle stays right on the rule of thirds lower left intersection point, imagining a tic-tac-toe board, and the upper horizon is also staying pretty close to the rule of thirds upper horizontal line for the whole time as you're moving in on this bottle. Then I'm going to demonstrate symmetry. When I pick up the bottle, I don't actually like that transition there very much, but I pick up the bottle and it's symmetric, meaning it's kind of the same on the left and the right, which they say in the video that you watch talking about this really makes the video stand out. Or not the video, but the object. It's like this is the most important thing. And then frame within frame. Now the bottle's empty, the potion's empty. Frame within frame, that log is framing that object. And then I pan out to a rule of third shot again, kind of exit the scene. So now what I want is some transitions. And you have to be careful with the transitions. People love putting in flashy, weird transitions where the screen goes spinning around and this and that. But most of the time, often in a scene, you don't want any transition. Where you go, I'm going to hit play here. It just cuts straight from one scene to the other. Boom, you're right in the next one. Boom, you're right in the next one. So imagine a fight scene or something, or just two people talking. You're going to want to hop back and forth like that. I think transitions are important, like a fade to black. When you're moving to a different space or a significantly different time. So say I'm in one scene and now I'm going to be across the world, I might fade to black to demonstrate that I have now moved. Or say it's going to be years later, I might fade to black. So I'll go ahead and add some transitions here just so you can see it. The cross dissolve is one where one scene blends into the other. That one's not bad for if it's going to be pretty much at the same time. So I go from this scene. There is some space from there to the rocking of the rocks. So it's going to cross dissolve to the rocks. So let's watch that. And again, what I did is I just picked cross dissolve and I dragged it down to between those two. If I don't want it, I can highlight that and delete it. It's gone. Just put a cross dissolve down there again. And I'm going to cross dissolve out of that scene as well. Again, you don't want people to be noticing the transitions. They shouldn't be screaming out, hey, I'm a transition. You want people noticing your video and your footage. I'm going to do another. I'm not going to do a cross dissolve here because this is pretty much the same moment. Again, I don't like the positioning of that cut, but whatever. That's what we got. But I'm not going to put one there because it's the same moment. Now here, looking at the potion to here where it's empty, some stuff happened. There's some time there. Probably drank the potion. Who knows what happened? I'm going to put a fade to black here. Okay, and so what that means is it fades out to black and then fades back. Okay. All right, so I'm going to end the movie by fading to black. So I'm going to drag that down there. And so then, let me delete that. So what it was you had some video, and then boom, it just stops. I want to fade out. So I'm going to grab fade to black, pop it down there. Let's watch that now. I want to lengthen that a little bit. Say I want to have it be at like a 3-second fade to black. Apply. It says I don't have enough media here to do it. So what it wants is some media that's not part of the movie that hasn't been used here. So I have to take off. Okay, where am I at? I'm at 1629. I'm going to take off 3 seconds. No, let's just do 2 seconds. I don't want to cut off too much. So boom. So I've taken off about 2 seconds. I'm going to click this again. I'm going to say a 2-second fade out. Apply, and now it lets me do it because I trimmed off 2 seconds, and so that footage was now available for it to use for the fade out. So let's watch that. And the same thing happens over here. If I want to lengthen this to a 2-second transition, apply. It's going to say I don't have enough media. I could grab this and pull it a second this way and a second this way. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to give this a 2-second transition as well. There. So now the transition from potion to I drank the potion, I wonder what happened, is now 2 seconds. And then we pan across the scene, again rule of thirds with the horizon on a rule of third point, and it fades out. The movie's done.